Aggies, this is Philip, and today I'm going to show you 3 different meals that UC Davis students can make. Now, I'm what many would call the super chef. My experiences are as deep as the ocean and as vast as the valleys. And I'm going to show you all these different recipes to cook up these wonderful meals today. Again, we'll be making 3 dishes today. The first one is the coho chicken tetrazzini. Now, this is the exact recipe that the coho uses to make their very own chicken tetrazzini that they graciously shared to us at Aggie Studios. We have another video of their exact process making the dish at the coho, but here, I'm going to be the one to make the dish in the comfort of this normal everyday kitchen to show how easy it is to make. The second one is a Creole gumbo. The dish's recipe was provided by the UC Davis Health on their website, so you have UC Davis's guarantee on quality. I'm here to test out how truly accessible this dish is for a normal person to make. And our third dish will be tteokguk, or Korean rice cake soup. Now clearly this dish doesn't scream Davis, but I scream Korean, so we will all scream together, yay Philip. And I show you my culture's cuisine so that even you can make it. It's gonna be a little difficult for me to make all these dishes on our own, so I'm gonna introduce you my wonderful sous chef, Sal. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sal. I'm gonna be helping out Philip making these amazing 3 dishes, and so let's go ahead and get started.
Let's get started.
Alright, so for the Creole gumbo, we're gonna get started off with our roux. So we're gonna start with some butter, flour, and chicken broth for that roux. We're gonna season that up with black pepper, salt, and Creole seasoning. And then we have some veggies here. We got carrot, green bell pepper, celery, plus garlic, a lot of garlic. And then we got 1 pound of smoked sausage and 1 pound of chicken breast. So we're gonna get started off with this gumbo here by browning up our meats. So Philip's gonna go ahead and grab me a medium-sized high-wall container. And we're gonna get started with some butter in there just to get a layer of fat on the pan.
And I'm gonna cut the butter. Thanks. Okay. Look at this butter. This is real stuff.
Okay, all right, so we're gonna start off 2 tablespoons of butter in the pan. We got it on medium-high to high heat. There you go, perfect. And we're just gonna get that melted real quick. All right, so now that our butter's melting, we're gonna go ahead and add our meat in. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the sausage.
No. I'm gonna add my chicken first, actually. So I'm gonna put it in right there. Yep, that's good.
Okay, and then I guess we'll add the sausage here as well. And we're just gonna brown this up. It doesn't need to be fully cooked. We just gotta start it off brown to get that layer of flavor going here. So we'll go ahead and heat this for a couple minutes just till everything's nice and browned. Alright, so while this is cooking up, next up we're gonna be doing the roux. So we're gonna be going ahead, melting up our butter, adding the flour, and kind of cooking that out till it's nice and golden brown.
Yeah, so we're actually gonna let it sit for like 5 minutes. Good.
Probably more like 15 minutes on the roux. You want to take it nice and slow to prevent any burning because you don't want those bitter flavors in there. Nice golden brown, kind of toasty.
See, now it's testing you. Good job, my sous chef. He's really talented.
Whoa. You just
Oh god, this is so good. I raised him to be. Oh, that's hot. I raised him to be an amazing sous chef.
Alright, so now that this roux's been cooking out for about 15 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and add those vegetables to get them started cooking. Alright, so now that these vegetables have softened up a couple of minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the heat on your stove, we're going to go ahead and add our garlic in. And we add the garlic here at the end so it doesn't burn. Get a lot of garlic in there. Perfect. And then we're just going to cook this up about 1 minute or 2 just to get it fragrant, and we'll move on to the next step.
So now we add in the chicken broth.
It's nice and slow. And work it in so there's no lumps forming in your roux here.
Very good.
And then as you start to work it in, you can start adding it faster and faster just to get it well incorporated here. Perfect.
Add in the whole thing?
Yes. And then,
you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
This liquid looks appetizing. Yeah. I mean, this is a gumbo after all. This is a true gumbo flavor.
Perfect.
Color, yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
There we go. And we're just gonna go ahead and bring this guy up to a boil, and it should thicken up nicely.
Yeah, and that's it. Easy and simple.
No, we're not done yet.
That's it for now, but we're coming back. Yes. All right, so now we're gonna dump the meat into this.
No. You can't say it like that. You gotta intro. So now that it's nicely thickened up, we're gonna add the meat back in to finish cooking.
I was gonna say that, like as the meat, as the pot is.
No, say it just
boiling.
like I said it.
Wait, how did you say it?
My experiences are as deep as the ocean and as vast as the valleys.
Alright, so for chicken tetrazzini, we're gonna get started. We got a pound of pasta. We're gonna be using half the box, so half pound of pasta. We got some chicken broth, salt, pepper for seasoning. For vegetables, we're doing a white onion, half of a white onion, and about a half of a red bell pepper. We got some garlic here, some chicken breast, about a half pound to a pound, and then we got some cheese. And we'll finish it off with some butter. So now we're gonna go ahead, set our gumbo back on the back burner here, just on a low heat, finish up cooking the chicken and sausage, and it should thicken up nicely. And then in the meantime, we're gonna get started on our chicken tetrazzini. We got our water boiling here, and we're gonna go ahead and add our pasta.
Which is right here. Yep.
Perfect.
Yes.
We got our pasta here. We're gonna go ahead and add a half pound. We're gonna cook it per package instructions here. We got salted water. Make sure to season your pasta water. That's important. Gosh,
Yep.
perfect. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get our butter melted here, and then as soon as that butter's done melting, we're gonna go ahead and add our veggies to saute in here. Now that we took our veggies off of the stove, they're nice and sauteed, we're gonna go ahead and start our roux for our chicken tetrazzini. So we're gonna get this butter melting here, and then we're gonna add our flour just like the gumbo, and we're gonna get that nice and cooked out. Oh, nice hat.
Thanks. I get it because I'm not a sous chef. I'm the main chef. You'll get it when you're better.
Alright, so we got our chicken nicely cooked here. We got our roux nicely cooked out. And we have those veggies we pulled out earlier. So all we have to do is bring everything together, kind of make our sauce here. We're going to add the chicken in first. Stir that in, get it nice and incorporated. Perfect. And then we'll add these veggies in. Get that all mixed in. Perfect. Things are looking good. And last step, we just got to add that pasta. Nailed it. Perfect. Awesome, and we just get this mixed up and we're all set to go. So for our Korean rice cake soup, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna be using chicken broth, eggs, Korean rice cakes, some sliced onion, we got some nori sheets here, some tofu, some seasonings over here, and we're gonna finish off with some sesame oil.
So we basically have boiling pot of water, not too much, but it has to be enough because when we put in these rice cakes into it, it's gonna start like consuming all the water. So if we want that nice, like sticky texture, then we're gonna have enough water for this to boil into, and then we're gonna put in. Well, normally we would have beef, but this is the vegetarian version, so we have tofu instead. So I'm gonna dump this in, dump that in, and then we can get started. Okay, so now that the cake is nicely cooking, you can see the foam rising up. We're gonna put in first the onions, and then the tofu, and then the nori is gonna be towards the end because we want that nice texture.
The tofu's at the end too.
Thank you.
No! The tofu's at the end too.
I mean, I said the tofu is gonna be coming in last, so I think it should be
I
okay.
think you just said that the nori was going in last.
Yeah, but that's like last, like after we take it out of the fire.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've put in the rice cakes and it's been boiling, you can see like the starchy texture coming up, and the soup is getting kind of sticky. We have eggs and tofu here that we're gonna put in towards the end because they cook really fast. And right now we can put in onions, and then as garnish we have green onions over here. And then after we cook everything and then take it out of the fire, we're gonna put in some chopped up nori, and then that'll be it. And so these are the dishes we made today. The Korean rice. So these are the dishes we made today.
Creole gumbo, chicken tetrazzini,
And Korean rice cake soup. Yeah. Thank you guys all for following through this journey. It was really amazing. How was your experience, Sal, cooking with the master?
I'm quitting.
And I'm Philip, and stay tuned for all things Aggie.